Listen to a conversation in a professor's office.
Thanks for seeing me.
No problem. What?
I'm here... Oh, excuse me.
Go ahead.
I'm here 'cause, well, I just don't seem to be able to keep up. With the assignments, I mean.
I see. Is that just in my class, or is this a general problem?
Oh, no. I'm getting behind in my assignments in all my classes. There's just so much. It's overwhelming. But I came to you because I thought you could give me some advice.
Well, I'll try. So how many classes are you taking?
4, which is about average, I think.
And what are they?
Sorry?
Which classes are you taking?
Oh, well, I have Western civilization, world literature, your class in psychology, of course, and philosophy.
Uh-huh. Well, that's the problem. All of your courses are reading-intensive classes.
If you mean that I have a lot of reading to do, that's the truth.
Look, when you registered, did you talk with your advisor?
Not really.
But you had to have your advisor's signature in order to complete the registration process.
Yeah, but I just had him sign it. I didn't really make an appointment or anything. See, I thought the best thing to do was to get all of my required courses out of the way so I could spend the last 2 years concentrating on my major.
And that's a good plan. But the problem is that you selected 4 courses that have heavy reading assignments and probably papers to write in addition to tests, right?
Right. But most courses have a lot of reading, don't they?
Some have more than others. And that's what I mean by a reading-intensive class. Listen, if you'd taken a lab course, like botany or chemistry, well, then you would have had one course with a textbook and another course with a small lab manual. Now you'd have had to spend time in the lab to finish your experiments, but you would have received credit for 2 courses, and you wouldn't have had any papers to write, just tests.
Oh, I see. And with the literature, I have 8 books to read, plus the textbook, and there are, how many? 4 or 5 books in your class.
So when you register, you really need to think about the course requirements so you aren't putting all of your reading-intensive courses together in the same semester.
Like I did this time. So maybe it's not that I'm such a slow reader. Maybe I just have too much to read.
Could be. In any case, the schedule has to be at least part of the problem.
So what should I do now?
Okay. Well, how are you doing in your classes?
I'm getting B's and C's, but I know I could get A's if I had more time in the day. And I'm really worried about those C's.
Well, here's a possibility. Why don't you drop one of your courses, the one that takes the most time?
That would be my literature class.
Well, you could take it next semester. It's offered every term, and you'd have some of the reading done already.
But wouldn't that mess up my graduation date?
I don't know. You'd have to check that with your advisor to be sure.
But maybe the professor would be upset about my dropping the class. Then next semester, when I show up again...
You could talk with the professor and explain your plan. But if you decide to do this, you'll need to do it right away because there's a cutoff date for dropping a course. And I think it's the end of this month.
I wish I hadn't gotten myself into this.
Well, the main thing is to learn from it.
So next semester, I could take some reading-intensive courses and some that are less reading-intensive.
And you really should see your academic advisor when you're selecting courses next time. To talk, I mean, not just for a signature.